Hello, welcome to Talk to the Hand Reviews. These are the hands of Talk to the Hand Reviews, welcoming you to my little holiday fragrance haul video. First, I want to tell you that I don't normally go spending a lot of money on anything. I'm really, really careful with money, but my husband and I were doing a bit of traveling over the last few months, and so knowing the holidays were coming up, I collected up a lot of these things, a lot of these fragrances, and then, opened them at Christmas, basically. And I thought I just really wanted to share this stuff with anyone who cares, because it's brought me a lot of glee. It's been a number of years since I really could afford to splurge this much. I mean, you look at these fragrances, they're all wonderful fragrances, but they're all, like low to mid price, or, somewhat. They can be high price fragrances, but I actually got deals on all of these. So even though there's like a lot of money's worth of fragrance here, in some cases, I got deals. You might have been watching those videos I've been doing about the Ross and the Marshalls and Nordstrom Rack and Macy's. And well, I saw some stuff and I got some stuff. So I want to share with you everything that I got, and I'm going to try to do it quickly because I am going to eventually review all of these things individually. That's one of the good things about having a fragrance YouTube channel is you can buy fragrance to review. So I'm not really, right now, I'm not saying I won't ever be, but right now I'm not the buyer of the Baccarat Rouge 540, I'm not spending $300 a bottle on things. I'm not against it. I think if that's in your budget and you like doing that and you want to do that, you can afford to do that, that's wonderful. But I am a situation where I need to be careful with money, because I work, the work I do is project work. So anyhow, I'm not going to bore you with that right now, but I'm going to move along to the fragrances. So here we go. All right, starting with the first ones that I got on my little journey that I mentioned. In the Stars from the Bath and Body Works. These were on a deal. Spoiler alert, I'm a deal person. That's halfway for me because I can try more stuff. I pay full price for things that I really, really love, but you know what? You're going to get me to try something if it's a deal. So I tried this one. I'm always pleased with the selection at Bath and Body Works. And this one, what really struck me about this, okay, what it says on the back. Okay, this is not what struck me about it. It says, in the Stars Fine Fragrance Mist. It says, sandalwood musk, sugared tangelo, and white agar wood. Make every moment glow with an addictive fragrance that radiates from start to finish like the stars above. Lovely, lovely blurb. Now, though, this fragrance, the weirdest thing about this fragrance for me is, and I know, they used to have freesia flowers. I used to work as a florist, and I'm really familiar with what freesia flowers smell like. And you probably are too. You don't have to be a florist to know that. But I get freesia off of this fragrance, even though they don't say it contains it at all. So it's just a nice, it's actually pretty light. I can't handle a lot of strong fragrances, so it's pretty light. any age, honestly, any age. I can't really compare it to any fragrances like, you know, department store fragrances. It's kind of its own thing. Yeah. So In the Stars from Bath and Body Works. Moving on. Okay. So next up in my little fragrance tour this one. Anne Klein. This is one that has been around for a really, really long time. And I don't remember ever owning a bottle. Back when I used to work behind the counter in fragrances and cosmetics, it was around. We didn't sell it at the stores I worked at, but I remember it being around. And when I had a chance to smell it finally, I totally loved it. But I never had a bottle of it until now because I saw, well, anyways, I'll get to that in a second. But this fragrance, it is a light white flowers fragrance. It's kind of bold for a white floral fragrance, but I love it. It does remind me a little bit of Design. And this is another one that used to be, you know, a lot of fragrances that I show in my videos used to be more expensive back in the day when I worked behind the counter. But now, you know, a lot of them they've changed hands, and for whatever reason, they're more affordable now. So a beautiful white floral fragrance I'm thrilled to have gotten a hold of. Anne Klein. And another Anne Klein one, Anne Klein Blazer. I was never ever familiar with this. I never heard of it in my life, but the reason I got it was because it came with this one in a bundle at Ross, I think it was. And I thought, because you know, sometimes when you're at those stores like TJ Maxx and Ross and all that, you know, there's a lot of the stuff that you'll see a lot of Guess, or you'll see a lot of Paris Hilton, and that's great, nothing against that. But you'll see a lot of that. You won't see a lot of this kind of thing so I find if you look for something really special, these came in a bundle and they were a really good price. And I thought, what are the chances I'm not going to love this? Plus, or I'm not going to at least like it. Plus I can review it, and I will. So this one, the Blazer by Anne Klein, I was really pleased with it, even though I'm not, this, you know what? I was looking at this on Fragrantica, and it came up as more people thought this was a shared, you know, unisex type of fragrance. And I think that I agree, but you know what it reminded me of, which I was really excited about? It reminds me of Chanel number 19. One of my favorites, Chanel number 19. It's a green, fresh type of warm fragrance. So anyhow, pretty excited to get that. Moving on to the next one. All right, and then dong, stunning. Isn't that adorable? I was so thrilled to get a hold of this. I don't know if you watched any of my videos, my holiday gift set videos. I am a freak for gift sets. I always was. When I used to work behind the counter, I learned that genuinely, legitimately, gift sets are a great deal for you to buy for yourself as well as gifts, because usually there's something in there you won't be able to buy otherwise, or the sizes you get, the items, you're usually not paying much more than you would be for a full size. So I've never tried this fragrance before, but I saw it at Nordstrom Rack, and I had it in my video, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. I didn't buy it the first time, but I couldn't stop thinking about it, and I thought, oh man, I don't want to lose that one again. I think I really want to get that, because look at it. It's amazing. I've never really seen, I love Cacharel fragrances too. You know, Cacharel fragrances, they're quite famous fragrance company. And I went and looked this up, and this fragrance can be pretty expensive. I got a deal, you know, like I said. So I didn't buy it at Nordstrom Rack, but then I ended up finding it, I think it was at TJ Maxx. It's It's on the stuff here, probably on the box. I tell you, I don't know. But regardless, I got it. So I'm going to show you how awesome it is. Hello, little moth. So swoon! Ooh. Here it is. The fragrance. It looks like a 3.4 ounce size. It looks like a standard large in fragrance, which is what it used to be. Standard large is 3.4. 1.7 was small. 3.4 was large. This is the, what I believe it's the EDT. The writing is so tiny I can't. Can you read that for me and tell me what it says? Look at that. I can use the camera to. No, I can't. Anyhow, this I think it really is. You know, it's a sweet. Oh, I got to tell you about this one though. I didn't see this, and I tried to open it. I didn't see this, and I tried to open it here, and I feel like maybe I compromised it. So if you get this stuff, there you got to just spray it. It sprays like this, you know, like that. So I just thought I was completely mesmerized by this from the time that I got it. I didn't know what it smelled like. It is actually a sweet, I believe, gourmand. How do they say it? Gourmand. It is really nice. It's a little bit sweeter and stronger than I normally wear, but I don't care. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to enjoy it because it totally sucked me into how cute it was. And so what else came in this set was body lotion, Parfum body lotion. But I know you saw this guy. I know you saw this precious, precious little thing. And you said, how does that work? And I did too. But it is so simple. It's just a little bottle, little top of the bottle like this. Comes off like that. And there is a little bottle of, is it EDT? I'm not even sure if this is EDT. Is it a parfum? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna read the box because it'll be easier for me to tell if it's a parfum or not. Yeah, both of these are actually eau de parfum, not eau de toilette. So that's nice, you know. That's nice, probably longer lasting. And yeah, so I'm pretty thrilled. Okay, moving on. Next up on the list, I don't know if you've seen my review of it, but it is absolutely one of my favorite fragrances. I've even said that I feel it is genuinely a mood-lifting fragrance. Elizabeth Arden green tea. I mean, you know, and I'll tell you, this was nosed by Francis Kurkdjian. You know, the same guy who created so many well-known fragrances now, including Baccarat Rouge 540, which is such a huge, it's a huge hit. So yeah, one of my faves, purse size, a small one. And then I saw this very interesting, I think it must have been TJ Maxx. This very interesting bottle, this box. And it had this picture of this woman, Thalia Sodi, Diamond Petals Eau de Parfum. So I opened the box, and this is what came out. And I was so smitten. I'm such a sucker for beautiful bottles too. But also, I think there's a lot to be said for the different kinds of fragrances that exist in the world that aren't necessarily something you've heard of or is really expensive. Or I don't necessarily think that it's good or bad based on price. But look at this bottle. Look at that. It's so, oh my gosh, it's like Art Deco looking. And I think it's a 3.3 ounce size. But the reason is the fragrance. Sorry, I'm having a hard time getting, it's my fault. Hi, Ladybug. This fragrance, though, it is a light floral. Sorry, I'm kind of have weakness in my hands. Oh, with a bit of citrus. Anyhow, I was really, when I saw it, I was like, that is gorgeous. And I turned it over and look at the price. They call it fruity, color fruity. comparable value, $24 for $9.99. So I just thought, you know what? I really want to try this. And so I did. Diamond Petals by Thalia Sodi. Oh, this is kind of interesting too. The box, the top comes off like this. And then it has this neat, where it looks like diamond petals. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. It's really pretty. Quite impressive, you know, display. So I was really happy to get that one as well. All right. Are you chair dancing today? You know, since I'm not on screen, I'm not able to chair dance, but I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Okay, you're tired of that already. So, moving on. So the next fragrances that I got happened at the duty free because, like I said, my husband and I were traveling, and I always look forward to the duty free because you know what they usually have? They have with International, they have those little makeup kits from like Lancome or Clinique or Dior. They have a lot of really nice ones that you can buy at the duty free, and it's a coffret. But they didn't have them at the border duty free. But what they did have, one of my videos where I talked about, one of my videos where I talked about gift sets showed a bunch of these awesome little, one of my videos from the holidays showed this set of Perry Ellis purse sprays. And when I saw that, I thought, oh man, that's so pretty. That was one of those things kind of like the Cacharel, the Yes I Am, that I thought, oh man, I really want that. I want that. I didn't end up finding it again. It's okay. But at the duty free, they had Perry Ellis Red, 360 Red, and I'd never tried it. But this is such a fresh, fruity floral. And so this was a tester, and I paid $12 for this full-size one. So, I mean, it was an unused tester, you know, at the duty free. So you can get stuff like that there. So I was really, really happy to get a hold of this one. I am going to also review this eventually. And another thing from the duty free. Bazar from Christian La Croix. Bazar. Why would anyone buy something called Bazar, you ask? Well, you know, it's like a bazaar, like, you know, the place where you go and the shops are. It's a bazaar. But the thing was, this was available at the duty free. I'd never heard of it. I'd never seen it. I picked it up. I sprayed it. I immediately fell in love with it. So I got a little purse-sized one because it was a deal. And I got a big full-sized one. So I will let you know how this progresses because on clothing, I didn't care for it. But on my skin, I loved it. So I'm going to be reviewing this, like I said. And I got a couple more and my battery's running low. So I'm going to move along and I'm going to try to talk faster. Okay, and the final thing, fragrance that I got. Actually, there's one more surprise one after this. This is Vie Est Belle from my beautiful Lancome 2022 Blockbuster, which I'm going to be talking about quite a bit. Vie Est Belle, this is L'Eau de Parfum. This one, look at this exquisite bottle. Look at how, sorry if it has any schmutz on it. Look at this exquisite bottle. I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. So I've never tried it. I'm excited to try it with you. And then I have one more funny thing. You might not like this. This might not appeal to a lot of you. But, you know, dollar stores exist, right? And I will not turn my nose up at a dollar store fragrance necessarily. So this one, I think I got it at the Dollar Tree in the United States. Their version of Chanel No. 5. I think it's actually pretty good. It's called No. 16. I always like old school bottles like this, you know, like... but this one, it's a pretty nice dupe for Chanel No. 5, because one of the things that I like about dupes is, to be honest with you, Chanel No. 5, they don't make cologne anymore. way back in the day, they made cologne, and it was light and it was fresh. Chanel number 5 Eau de Parfum makes me physically ill. I love it so much. It's like one of my favorites. My mom wore it. I wore hers when I was younger, but now they don't seem to really ever have the lighter versions, which is really unfortunate because I have some stories about what happened to me with Chanel number 5 Eau de Parfum, and let me tell you, it wasn't pretty. And I hoped it would be because it was a special occasion and I received the parfum as a gift, and then I wore it and I went out and it was really, well, anyhow. Okay, so this one, I like it. I think there's nothing wrong with buying a dollar store fragrance for whatever you feel like if you like it. So that's it. So anyhow, I just really want to thank you for joining me today for my little holiday and trip fragrance haul, travels fragrance haul. And I hope that you enjoyed this. If you like any of these or you know anything about these, you're familiar with them at all, please feel free to leave a comment. I'm looking forward to doing a lot of stuff this year, a lot of fragrance video reviews. And like I said, for the minis too, for my mini collection, I'm going to be reviewing all those. So thanks again, and subscribe if you like this at all. I'm on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays and Thursdays. And I'm going to try to do more than that if I can, when I can, because I really do enjoy this. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.